Recorded Books and One Click Digital present Taken Over by the Billionaire by Miranda Lee. Narrated by Saskia Maarleveld. Chapter 1. Murphy's Law stated that if anything could possibly go wrong, then eventually it would. Jess didn't subscribe to this theory, despite the fact that her surname was Murphy. But her father was a firm believer. Whenever anything annoying or frustrating happened, such as a flat tire when he was driving a bride to her wedding, Joe owned a hire car business, then he blamed it on Murphy's Law. Bad weather at the weekends, downturns in the stock market. Recently, he'd even blamed the defeat of his favorite football team in the grand final on Murphy's Law. Admittedly, her dad was somewhat superstitious by nature. Unlike her father, Jess's view of unfortunate events was way more rational. Things happened, not because a perverse twist of fate was just waiting to spoil things for you without rhyme or reason, but because of something someone had done or not done. Flat tires and stock market crashes didn't just happen. There was always a logical reason. Jess didn't blame Murphy's Law for her boyfriend suddenly having decided last month that he no longer wanted to drive around Australia with her, having opted instead to go backpacking around the whole stupid world for the next year. With a mate of his, would you believe? Never mind that she'd just gone into Hock to buy a brand new four-wheel drive for their romantic road trip together. Or that she'd started thinking he might be Mr. Right. The truth, once she'd calmed down long enough to face it, was that Colin had caught the travel bug, and obviously wasn't ready to settle down just yet. He still loved her, he claimed, and had asked her to wait for him. Naturally, she'd told him what he could do with that idea. Neither had Jess blamed Murphy's Law for recently having lost her much-loved part-time job at a local fashion boutique. She knew exactly why she'd been let go. Some cash-rich American company had bought up the Fab fashion chain for a bargain price. Fab Fashions was in financial difficulties, and had then sent over some bigwig who had threatened the managers of all the stores that if they didn't show a profit by the end of the year, all the retail outlets would be closed down in favor of online shopping, hence the trimming of staff. Actually, Helen hadn't wanted to let her go. Jess was an excellent salesgirl, but it was either her or Lily, who was a single mother who really needed her job, whereas Jess didn't. Jess had a full-time job.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?